I think a big portion within my walk is opening my eyes to truly seeing when people show me who they are. So often enough, I wanted to turn a blind eye, give people grace, give people mercy. Always see the best, even though they weren't showing me the best. And that's in my personal life. That's in my career, business life. And that's in my life with the government, with the 3-letter digits, with my military, with the judicial system. So I so badly wanted to see the best. I wanted to stand and believe in what I've been taught my entire life. And I feel as though we've been trained to do that, where we see people and they show us who they are, but we don't listen. And I think right now, given the circumstances of everything that we're all walking through individually and collectively, it's super important for people to recognize when people show you who they are. Listen, be aware, and move in humility and move in grace, but do not play into it. Don't play into it. Don't stoop to their level. And don't go tit for tat, and don't carry revenge, and by all means do not carry jealousy or envy. That's just going to walk you down the same path that they're moving in. If people are in your world and they're not being genuine, it's because they're moving in some kind of not great characteristic, clearly. And there's some kind of insecurities that they're battling. We all battle insecurities, obviously. And so when people throw rocks and hide their hands and you know that they are, listen to yourself. Listen to that inner voice inside of you that tells you what you need to know, what you need to hear. 99% of the time, that little voice inside your head is the Holy Spirit. That's your consciousness. We just have been taught not to listen to it. That little voice inside your head is meant to lift you up, make you feel good. But so often enough, that little voice inside your head is what turns you down pathways that you shouldn't be on. Because the world has conditioned you to listen to it and for it to talk negatively inside your mind. It just has. And so often enough, I'm to a place where it's like, when people show me who they are, I listen. Doesn't mean I buy into it. Doesn't mean I'm going to stoop to their level, but it dang sure means I'm aware. I clocked it. Right? And it's just one of those things, In my first job that I work mainly with insurance claims, and I work with various different insurance companies. And I'm not saying everybody within the industry are corrupt and move with deception and move with whatever it is. But there is a lot of areas within the industry that need some regrouping, need some revamping, need some upgraded processing, need some let's go back to the drawing board and figure out what exactly we're doing here in this beautiful thing called life when it comes to our homeowners, when it comes to our clients, when it comes to the enforcement of regulations and laws that have been created in all 50 states that require people to carry insurance, whether it's homeowners insurance, vehicle insurance, medical insurance. That's all been created from the hierarchy because we've got geniuses out here. And so we've established this. But what does it mean when you have something indoctrinated and forced for the great American people, the great public, to carry by law, and then you go in and you pay the money for years upon years, and they do whatever it is with the money that they do, which is very unique to say the least. And then they work against you. Then they find different loopholes to deny you. They don't even carry professionalism, and they don't even carry a true check and balance type of organization. They don't even carry a high IQ outfit. And you see that in all kinds of industries right now. I can name a few. The rental industry being one of them, the banking system being one of them. These are two that I've been in. So I can speak on behalf of them because I worked in these industries. So it's like one of those things. It's not just the insurance industry. It's all across the board, right? Now, I'm not saying that there aren't great companies out there and there aren't great people working within these organizations, but the organizations within as a whole is a situation. It's a problem. It's a problem across the board. And these are the types of things that we should be talking about as well. You know, they want to keep throwing the beanbag back and forth, you know, when it comes to everything with Erica and Charlie and Trump and Vance and this war and this and that. And all of these things need to be talked about. But there's greater things that need to be talked about too right now. You know, I mean, I had a conversation with a coworker in reference to Elon Musk. I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk. I'll be honest with you. Not at all. He's very sketch. Something about him just isn't jiving. I know he's the first trillionaire. It's awesome. That's great. I'm excited for him if that's what he needs. But the brass grass is this. He knows a lot more than what he puts out there when it comes to this blackmail operation, when it comes to human trafficking, when it comes to the Epstein files. Let's just be clear here. The first trillionaire in the world isn't just oblivious to the whole thing. I mean, come on. That goes without saying. It doesn't take a genius to put that fact, 2 + 2 = 4, right? And so it's one of those things. And I'm to a place in my walk, in my world, like it makes no difference who you are, how much money you are, what your status is, what kind of power you carry, what kind of title you carry. It gets down to the brass grass. Are you standing against the pedophilia and the blackmail operation and the human trafficking and everything that is absolutely disgusting that is transpiring right now in this world and has been for years upon years upon years, and it's been hurting our children for years upon years upon years? Are you standing against this, or are you giving it a green light? Are you giving it a green light? And more often enough, there's more giving it a green light than standing against it. So the truth is within the action. It just is. And I don't know your storyline. I don't know your testimony. I don't know how you're tied in, so I'm not going to judge you for it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be aware. I'm going to be aware. I'm going to be wise and understand that you and I are two different people. We stand on two different sides. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I have a son, but there's millions out there that have sons and daughters. And I am troubled for them for what walks among us, for what's leading us. I am troubled for them. And so it's one of those things. You can agree to disagree. So often enough, when I go out with my girlfriends or I go out in public, the amount of men that I see in my little community that absolutely act completely sideways when it comes to how they address me, how they talk to me, how they look at me, how they treat me, how they drive around me. Men, grown men, towards a woman. You can just tell that there is a lack of respect across the board in the men department. Again, I'm not just saying men. The women, there's a lot of women out there that are on the struggle bus as well. There's a lot of people on the struggle bus right now, clearly. And by all means, I'm not Mother Mary here. But we're competing. People are upset with me when in reality, we need to be standing on the same team. And this is what I'm talking about. We should be standing together, not against each other, going towards the same issue that's going to affect my children and my grandchildren and your children and your grandchildren. We should be standing together, not against each other. We shouldn't be out here creating havoc in people's lives in the dark. We shouldn't get upset with scenarios and situations that you created that didn't pan out the way that you thought they would. Like, that's not what we should be designing in this world, and that's what we're designing. And so when you open up your eyes to that and realize what part you play in all this, you have full control of gaining peace when you remove yourself from the situation.